Hi guys, it's the Black Bonsai Guy and I am back. So today, before I get started, I wanted to name my subscribers. I've been thinking long about it. Everybody use what they call them, tribes, crews, and blah, blah, blah. We not gonna go as that. We gonna be BBs and BGs. Black Bond, no, that's not what it is. It's gonna be BBs and BGs, bonsai boys and bonsai girls. That's how we rock it from now on. What's happening, my BBs and BGs? When I say that, y'all know I'm talking about y'all. So this is what we're gonna do. Today, I got this Portulacaria Africa that I've been training for over a year to grow in this kind of weeping form. Today what we'll do is we'll pot this up and we will get this into a bonsai pot and have it to where it can overwinter inside. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pause, I'm gonna zoom in so you guys can see what I'm doing, and I'll reset the camera. So I got the Note 9, and if I press this, this is my stylus that I write with. I didn't know if I press this, the video should pause. So let me see if it paused. All right, it worked. It worked, y'all. When I hit the button, it stopped. I just hit it again. Now it's recording, and I am in family. So what we're gonna do is, first thing is we're gonna get this. This is my my wheel. I think that was used. I bought it on bought it off Afra up. I think it's used for like cakes when you're making cakes. Hopefully you guys can see. What I'm gonna do is I'm just getting all of the leaves and rocks and all of this stuff out. And let me press the sides a little bit. And I'm gonna just turn this bad boy over. See if we can pull them out. Come on. There we go. We're gonna save this. We're gonna put something else up in there. And all of this dirt that came off, we're gonna save that too. What you mean? You thought we was gonna throw that away? No. So first thing we wanna do is we wanna look at the root ball. And we see that the roots have been growing. And I'm gonna just comb this soil out. I probably will fast forward through this section. If I could do that. I got some new video editing software that may allow me to do that. But what's been going on with y'all, man? How y'all been doing? So we just gonna comb this soil out. Y'all watched that Fresh Prince of Bel-Air reunion? I heard it was a tearjerker. I've been trying to get it. I can't find it nowhere. I use the NVIDIA Shield. For those who are tech junkies like me, I use the NVIDIA Shield and I use side-loaded APKs to watch all of the movies and stuff like that for free. But for some reason, that is not out there. And I don't know if it's because it just got released or what. But I want to check it out because I want to see what Will Smith had to say to the first amp on Viv. Because, you know, you always hear the stories and stuff like that. And it's always good to hear firsthand what happened. Because from what I understand, he might have inadvertently blackballed her. Oh, just ran across a centipede over here, y'all. So, for those who do not know, centipedes are poisonous, but they are super. Come on, man, I'm trying to get you out. I'm trying to get you out. We'll cut all this part out. They're super beneficial. I'll pay attention to them, make sure he don't come close to me. I think I'm going to have to just take him out. I try to save him, but he don't want to listen. just combing out the roots, being very gentle. Roots look good. They're not growing in the best direction, but that's not to be expected because I have not done any root training on these, which I will do. Anyway, yeah, I definitely want to check that out. And then you got Thanksgiving around the corner. Y'all got any Thanksgiving plans? Y'all frying up turkeys? Y'all social distancing? What y'all doing, man? I don't know what I'm gonna do. To be honest with you, I'll probably be at the house chilling. Probably at the house chilling, having a few adult beverages. You know what I mean? That's probably what I'll be doing. I'm vegan, so I'm gonna cook, but I think I'm gonna cook, I think I'm gonna make me some red beans, some collard greens, some yams, some macaroni, and some cornbread. I think that's what I'm gonna make. So one of the restaurants that I like to eat at out here in Tucson, called Loving Spoonfuls, they had their holiday special. That they're cooking. You basically come pick up your dish and you can eat. You pay a price and you pick up Thanksgiving dinner. So I knew the deadline was on the 20th. I future text myself. You know how you could send yourself a text message in the future? I future text myself, bruh, order some food from Loving Spoonfuls before the people run out. It was the 20th. I sent the text to me on the 20th. The 19th, I was reading the text. I was like, all right, I need to call. Laid up there, forgot about it. And I couldn't order food from them now. So now I gotta cook it. Ran across another centipede there. Come on, man. All right, so this is the roots for this particular tree. What we want roots to do is if this is a real tree, we want roots to go down into the ground. But when they're in the bonsai pot, you want them to be radial. You want them to grow out horizontally. So I'm just getting these big clumps out. Getting the big clumps out. And I'll pause, and we're going to reuse this soil for something else. But I'll pause for a second. And all right, guys, I'm back. So I picked up, let me just put this over here for now so you can see. I picked up 3 pots from the garage. I don't know which ones I want to use. So I just decided that I will kind of see what makes sense. I think that's nice. But I don't know if there's enough roots to warrant putting it in that deep pot. Kind of like the square, but squares are generally used for masculine plants. The ovals are, I think we'll go with this one. But now I kind of like this one more. Y'all see that? We're gonna go with this one. I don't know what it is. I mean, these are essentially the same pots. But this one just looks better. So let's get these 2 out the way. Boom, boom. Get some of this dirt off the table. can take our plant and sit it over here. So I'm gonna go clean this pot up. This pot's been used before. I'll be back. I'm back. Clean my pot out. Got some of that dirt off there. So now what we gotta do is, this is my bonsai box right here. Got my soil cut right there. We're gonna have to prepare this pot for a plant. So remember, we use our screens at the bottom to stop soil from eroding out of it. And we have some leftover wire here that we will use to anchor the plant down. So first things first, let's go ahead on and get a used piece of wire. Remember, we don't throw our wires away. This thing is kind of jagged right here. Go ahead on and take that off before somebody get hurt, man. There we go. So what you do is, remember, you make that U. You put it through the pot like such. Make sure it's gonna work. It may work, it may not. I don't think it's gonna be long enough, but we'll see. It might work. It worked. So now our soil cannot escape because we went through the bottom. I'm going to try to put another piece in there just to give it a little bit more stability. So again, we make our U. Put this through here again. And what I'm doing is I'm making an X at the bottom of this so that we have proper support. Hopefully you can see. And I got some leftover soil here. And I messed up. I almost always do this all the time. Y'all just don't, y'all never see it because I always edit it out. But you have to put your anchoring wires in the pot. So remember, we just make an X, give a twist, and we go back through the bottom here. All right, let's pull this up. Come on. Like that. All right, so we got our wires pulled through the cup. Now we're just looking at them, making sure that we pull them to opposite sides. See? Add our soil. Got my box right here full of soil. that I made up because I hate making bonsai soil. It just requires too much. Now, as I poured that, you know, dust and stuff was coming from out there. And I don't know if you saw it, but I was actually blowing this away from me so I didn't inhale. Now that may be too much. Take a little out for now. All right, now let's see where we want our plant to be. So I got too much soil in it. I'm gonna pour some of this out. You can always add more, no big deal. And what we're trying to do is we're looking at our roots and we are seeing, we want everything to grow evenly. So we're gonna prune these roots. So I noticed that this side is growing a little longer, a little longer, a little longer. So hopefully you guys can see that. I pruned it. Now I want my roots to grow radially. I don't want any roots to be crossing. I gotta be careful here because you can damage these tender leaves. So what I'm doing is I'm looking for roots that are growing back into the tree. And if I see anything, I'm going to snip them off. See one here. Don't want any roots that are crossing. Here's another one. Take that off. Here's a root that's growing back this way. You don't want it to grow that way. I'm gonna cut that off right here. Got some crossing of the roots here and here. We don't want that. So we'll take this one off. We got a root that's coming out of the plant and growing this way. We could pull that this way so it has a better base. Let me just see if that makes sense. It does. I'll make sure to position that in the pot appropriately. I'll pull this root over to the side. And everything else is pretty much fibrous roots. We'll take care of those when we do further training later on. So I'll just place this into the pot here. Kind of have a look. And everything that's growing outside of the plant, I'm just cutting it, growing outside of the pot. I'm just kind of cutting it back. All right. I'll have a look and see where I want it to position it. Maybe right there. So I'll just kind of tuck those roots down. And what I'll do is I'll start adding soil to this, and then I'll pull it up to get it to the level where I really want it. All right. So I'll take my wires and I will bring them together and do a twist. My pliers here. Just a little preliminary twist. Then I'll take my other set of wires and I'm just going to gently twist those together. But I want to make sure that's what I want in the pot, and I can't tell by looking this way, so let's put that there. Move this. Bring that back. Slide that out the way. Okay, let's take a look and see. All right, that profile is for you all. Now I'm kind of looking, I kind of want it to be more in the center of the pot. I'm going to loosen this up just a tad bit. And just kind of gently move that over. Kind of look at it. About right there. Oop. Almost had a tip over there. Let's tighten this up. Get our pliers. Get in there. Let's get this other side. All right. I like the way this is looking initially. I'm gonna tighten these up here. Whoa, gotta be careful, because you can knock these little pods off this Portulacaria Africa pretty easily. So I'm being very gentle. All right, I think that's nice and tight. Let's do the other side. All right, we preliminarily have our plant in the pot. And get my loppers here. Save that metal. Might be able to use it on another pot in the future for a screen. Same thing over here. Now we grab our chopstick. We start working this stuff in there. This takes a while because there are air bubbles inside. And you want to make sure you get all of that stuff. All of those air bubbles and air pockets out of there. Got some roots that are sticking up here. I try to tuck them down in the soil. If you can't get rid of them, don't worry about it. Portulacaria africas are pretty tough plants. They will grow more roots. All you need to do is give them a little bit of water, give them the right sun conditions to where they get that morning sun and afternoon shade afterwards. I give mine a little bit of fertilizer and they grow like crazy. All right, since I can't, let me try one more time to bury these roots. I can't bury them. There we go. So what I'm doing is I'm just going to work around the edges of the pot. That'll really help get the bigger granules of bonsai soil towards the bottom. And bring the fine stuff to the top. All right, just add a little more soil. All right. Now, I'm focused on the styling of this. So let me just rotate towards me and I will start to take care of, make my job easier. Let's go ahead and Get this out the way. This is marble, by the way, so if you ever see me struggling with that, that's why. Just gonna prune. Hopefully you guys can see. I don't think you can see. I don't think y'all can see. Let me do the right thing. Spike Lee. All right. So, gotta decide if I'm gonna make this another plant. I'll just start cutting stuff off the backside here. I'm gonna leave this one. I'm gonna leave that here because I can potentially grow this up there and just have this as, you know, being the accent. This right here, take that off. Take that off. Take that off. Let's take a look. I'm gonna take this off. Rotate. All right, so right here, we have a lot going on. You really can't see what's going on, but there's a lot going on right there. So I want to thin this area out. I think I'm gonna just take it all the way off. You gotta excuse the dog barking. All right, so I think there's too much in this area. We want to see the different, whoa, we almost had our accidente. We want to see more of the branches. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just take some of this off. So now you see what's going on. Now I'm going to cut this, cut that, cut that. I'll leave that one on for now. Let me see how it looks. Looks good, looks good. So now, here, you have this, where is it? You have this back branch that's kind of coming out and it wants to be seen, but it's kind of hidden. So let me see if we can clear that up a little bit. See where it makes sense. So here's the problem. It's just this little guy here. We'll remove that. Here we go again, where you can't see the structure of the branches because these three little pods are growing out. So what we'll do is we will remove them. Boom, boom. Let's take a look and see. Looks good, looks good. Looks good. So now the only thing left is this one. This is kind of growing towards you. So we're going to remove that. Otherwise, it looks good. I think that's all the pruning we're going to do for today. I think the only thing left is to bend some wires to get a little bit more definition. So let me do that. Hopefully you can see. You gotta be careful when you're building Portulacaria Africas because they are extremely delicate. You don't want to break them. They do take a while to grow. Now, let's see. Oh, see, this was what I was worried about. The base of this pot is so small. This plant has to be perfectly balanced in there. Otherwise, when you water it, it'll have a tendency to want to fall over. So, let's see what we're going to do. So I'm going to terminate this. I don't want this side to grow anymore. It's going to be the new lead coming out. I think that's what we want to do now. I just want to kind of play with it a little bit to see if it'll tip on me. It's in there pretty tight, but you just never know. The wrong wind comes around and it can mess your whole pot up. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get my pliers in here and tighten these wires down a little bit more. Little bit more. Like that. Let's do the front one. Twisting in the wrong direction. Let's get this going again. I twisted those in the wrong direction. It actually came loose. So I'm just retwisting these wires again to get them back together. Come on. There we go. Should be good now. Let's check it. I want to kind of bend it just a little bit this way. All right. So now what we want to do is we want to taper it down. So we're wide up here, we want to go more condensed. You know what? So we have two arms here, and then this arm coming out the back. I'm gonna get rid of this one here, since I don't have any wire on it. And we're just gonna let these be the arms here. I think that gave it a little bit more movement, a little bit more negative space. All right, so I got a couple branches that I want to wrap. branches. So these 2 branches don't have any wire on it. I'm gonna go ahead on and wrap them. Let's see, let's follow this wrap job that I did here. Bring this under. Come on, get the right curve. Come on. And then we'll go this way. All right. Let's get this one. Come on. Come on. Don't you snap on me. There we go. There we go. See if we can come across here. Come on, let me get up in that thing. Boom. All right, got that side wide. Now let's come, got this side wide, let's get this other side wide. Okay, so they're wired up. Let's go ahead and style them. I want some movement in these branches. All right. Top 2 wired up. This one is wired. I need another piece of wire to get to the other side. Okay, how are we gonna do this? So generally you wanna wire 2 branches together. Let's see if I can get this. So I know I need about that much there. See if we can get this to wrap around. Come over here. Then we'll wrap this one. All right, so normally when you wrap, you would wrap the left to right. So what I did was I joined the wire in it and I brought it from this section down and I'm gonna go and wrap this branch and then wrap that branch. Very gently here. Oop, gotta be careful. All right. Okay, that was fun. Whoa, 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 whoa. Get this. Come on, Jay, get that wire through that thing. Okay, got that rock wired up. Now it's time to style it. All right. This branch is just so delicate, I can't really do a lot with it. So that's when I use my pliers and I just force it to go where I want it to. All right, so we wire that up. Now I'm looking at this bottom section, and I think what I want to do is I might cut this off right here on the bottom instead of having it going that way. I gotta see. Let's get a little bit more. We'll let it stay there. We'll let it stay there for now. But do a quick little profile. I'm thinking this might have to come out. Let me see. Let me get some more wire. Maybe I can. So what I want to do is I want to take this tip right there. I want to bend it more this way. And my wire stops here because I didn't want the tree to get too long. But let's see, maybe we can. Come in through here. little tighter. Trying something new here, y'all. All right. There we go. Little bit better. So now what I'll do is I'll let this kind of heal up and get settled, and then I'll come with my melon cutters and I'll take that nub off. And I won't let the plant get any longer than this. This is it. So now we're just going to kind of taper everything in a little bit. We'll let that grow out. Take this off, we don't need that. Take this off, we don't need that. What do we want to do? Let's get a little bit more space here. Take this, bend it back. Take this, bend it back. All right, so I'm gonna clean this area up a little bit over here. So now I think I'm gonna make the decision to take this off. Don't need it, serves no purpose. And that is all we will do. Trim that back a bit. Just trim this tip. Trim this up a bit. That's it. It took a minute, but it's all a part of the process. So let me pause for a second. Pause for a second. Oh, I thought I paused. I didn't pause. I wanted to cut my light on. Okay. So let's clean up a little bit so you guys can see what we did. Come around. All right. So clean all of that up later. Let me see. This is the bonsai, the front. Hopefully you guys can see that good. This is just it's not the initial, it's the second styling. What we'll do is we'll let this bonsai grow out. Put it back on the turntable. We'll let this bonsai grow out a little bit, and we will do more refinements on it. Let's see if we can maybe get a little bit more curvature. Gotta be careful with this one. This one just wants to tip over on me. Hopefully you guys can see that good. But we got that trunk coming out. It comes out this direction, and it droops this way. Then it kind of comes over here. We got a couple of arms coming out of it. They've been down, they come up. And that's it. It's the Black Bonsai Guy. I am out. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you know when my videos come out. The future is to have this arm right here grow out so that it takes up a little bit more space in this area. That's the plan. And I hope by the time we do a touch-up on this video, you guys know. I'll just continue to work this soil a little bit more to get stuff down there. I'll give it some fertilizer. And that's it. It's the Black Bonsai Guy. I'm out.